What's up, man?
All right, we're back. That was the final countdown, originally done by Europe, but very interesting cover from Breakdown NH. And I want to talk about your love of Europe.
I do have a very sick obsession with Europe.
But first,
And men's cocks.
but first, I need to mention we've been joined by Stephen James Blake from Stephen James Blake Countdown to Reality.
He brought chips.
He brought chips
and soda
and Coke.
And Coke. And everybody's doing Coke.
We've all got some Coke.
We are doing Coke. I like to ingest my Coke orally.
A little bit of booger sugar.
We can always count on Steve for the Coke. But so, what's up with Europe? You guys, are you guys all really into Europe? Or?
No, actually, almost everybody hates Europe except me and Chris. And
I fucking love Europe.
I consider them idols for not actually listening to them in the 80s. I feel kind of saddened by that. There's something about the cheese aspect of any kind of music I really like. Something sounds so bad that it's so good, I really like. And kind of Europe embraces that feeling of it.
The Final Countdown is one of the greatest rock albums ever produced.
If you love dick.
Definitely.
I'm kind of glad I didn't like
Not even kidding though. Heart of.
I agree. Should we do a little acapella?
Want to do a
You
little
know
acapella?
what? You know what? Killswitch Engage did a better
Just
use of
singing
Heart
without
of
hats or
Stone
something?
than fucking...
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Time after time, I'm wondering why am I to be alone?
Just don't take
Day
that with
after
you.
day,
Yeah, 'cause I don't
I
want to
pray
carry
that
this.
you'll stay. Cause you've got a heart of stone.
and an ass of dick.
A heart of stone. Ass of dick.
Went away when I stood up.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Europe is
Yeah.
the greatest band ever.
Yeah, I have to say, Europe is one of my favorite. Like, I'd say top 5, maybe top 10, but yeah, one of the greatest bands of all time.
So do you like those other continent bands like Asia? Dude, Phoenix is a great album. I'm kidding.
Asia, I'm not a fan of too much. They wouldn't go anywhere near my top 10.
Air Supply. No, I love the Scorpions. I will admit that. All their songs sound the fucking same, but I love the Scorpions.
Scorpions, I
Bad
have no
Boys
quarrel
Running
with.
Wild.
I like the Scorpions.
I love the Scorpions way too much, more than I should.
Yeah, I think there's any kind of aspect of like that cheese metal era that anybody can kind of take away from. Europe is my cheesy band from the 80s that I really
Pantera was
like.
a cheesy band from the 80s at first.
Yes, they were.
Fucking ruled.
Oh, yeah, of course they did.
Unbelievable.
Remember when that roadie jumped in the way for Vinnie Paul, man? That's a fucking drum tech right there. That is a fucking drum tech.
Yeah, we don't even have a drummer, so if we get shot, we're fucked.
Oh, by the way,
maybe one of
we
the
do not
bravest
have a
fuck.
drummer. Anybody listening to this that's in the New England area that is willing to play drums and likes what they hear?
He needs to be willing and able, please. Willing
All
and
you
able.
need is a drum kit to be able to keep up a 4/4 timing. Because that's all Matt knows how to write.
Honestly, really, if anybody is listening to this and wants to play drums, we are looking for a drummer. Like I said, we have a tour in the making right now, a New England tour. So, we'll be out playing shows. Someone that kind of meets those requirements, has their own drum kit, of course.
Bring your sisters and your daughters.
I thought you guys have a drum kit, though, at your house.
Oh, yeah. It's a 1982.
No, we need a
drummer who doesn't have a drum kit.
Yeah.
Yes, that is exactly what we're looking
Do
for.
not play drums.
We got a bass. He doesn't have a bass.
Basically, we need a guy who can run our computer for us, please.
So is that basically at your live shows? Is it all computerized?
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
it is
laptop.
all computerized, and I've heard
Boxes.
lots of stuff even before the show.
Well done.
We
Chris
beatbox
beatbox.
everything.
No, I've heard comments before some of our shows. We'd be going to the show and be setting up our stuff. And like, where's the drummer?
Right.
And I'd go to the bar to get a beer because in Massachusetts you can drink on the stage.
Right.
And I think that's fantastic. And of course, I
Yeah,
had to get a beer.
New Hampshire,
just to
whoever's
do
in
that.
charge of that in New Hampshire, please follow the mass rule and let us drink on stage.
We're tired of
Please.
using water bottles with vodka, you piece of shit cunt.
Yeah, we can buy beer in Sunday, but you can't do that in Mass,
Yeah.
but you can drink a beer on stage?
I hate you more than I hate my wife and ex-wife, ass clown. God, and Jews.
I'm starting to hate your ex-wife, too.
I'm starting to hate you. Why you getting married so many times?
I don't care if she's a Jew or not, but
You know
if she were
what?
an Israeli, I might have a
I'm
problem.
5 years old.
I don't care if you're Jewish or not.
What if she was an Israeli Jew? That'd be some
Yo, it's
fucked up
tough being
shit.
a Palestinian.
All right.
I've heard that many Israelis are Jewish.
Yes, some of
That's
them.
a vicious rumor. That's a stereotype, Steve.
Yeah, that's more of a rumor than Sully from Godsmack killing somebody with his H2 last year, mother and daughter, in traffic, because he was on the cell phone. You're a piece of shit, Sully!
Every segment we're breaking you up, fucker.
You're only 4 feet tall. I seen you at the yard. I'm a bouncer. I hate you.
Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. You know, we've been hyping your appearance on IBMNation.com for weeks, and we had an email question. Carrie from, what's that town in Alaska? It starts with a W, Walusa or something?
Omaha.
Is it who the fuck cares?
Yeah. She
I
sent
still bang her, though.
She actually sent an email question for you guys. And Steve, do you want to read the email
Sweet.
question?
Sure, if you like me to.
All right, here it is.
Thanks. Yo, bitches. What is up with that crazy cover of your song? You're the baddest. Plus, my beef curds are hot for you.
Oh, dude.
Wow,
Next
all
time
right.
we're in Alaska, we do that.
Dude,
I'm gonna
that
fuck
deserves
her.
a little clap for that.
Hey, yep.
Yeah.
Your swinging beef curtains make me happy.
Swinging beef curds, dude. That could be a new
Wu-Tang,
song.
Alaska?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang.
I think that's where the Wu-Tang Clan is from.
Wu-Tang,
Wu-Tang
Alaska.
niggas.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
RZA and Jizza.
we got your back, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Where are the bees
Yeah.
knees?
Well,
Can you
Wu-Tang,
say,
Alaska.
I guess my question to her would be, maybe she can respond back, is can you see Russia from there?
Yes.
You know, that'd make a great
Hey,
song.
you know what my question is for her? What's the difference between jam and jelly? You can't jelly a cock
Anybody-
down a throat. That's all I'm gonna say.
You cannot.
You can't. Is there firewood in Alaska? Is it fucking
So,
cold?
am I to know from your Jew rant that you're Palestinian?
No, I'm just a racist.
Just douchebag?
That's what happens when you work in industrial fucking.
Well, I was going to say, you know, we talked about the show that's coming after the show,
Yes.
but I'll tell you some interesting things about Palestine and Israel.
They hate each other, just a little bit.
Are we talking about
One
politics
of
now?
them, in a way, has more of a right to hate the other.
Well, it's because the Palestinians hate buying shit from the Jews. They trick them into spending more for a piece of shit products. That's what happens. Buy this broken CD player. You want it? Hey, fine.
Apparently, you've
Whatever.
never been to a 7-Eleven.
Well, usually I have my mask
So hold
down
on,
and my
we need to,
45 in
I
my
guess,
hand.
reply to this.
That's what Joe Biden
Yes,
said.
email, right?
Yes,
Sticking
yes,
around
yes.
for your shit.
Anybody,
I'm chilling.
anybody
Alright.
want to respond?
Got my
The
truck
love of Europe, the
outside.
reason we did Europe, this is one of the greatest bands ever.
The
Ever.
fuck your boyfriend, too.
Hey, if you're gay, that's cool, but don't bring that on here. All right?
It's not my fault. You like to wear spandex.
Well, no, I mean, for you not to bang his dude friend in the ass to your music, you know. there's
Hey,
big
by all
money in the
means,
pink dog.
by all means, if we're
Yes.
mood music, I'm about that.
If you want to fuck your boyfriend to some breakdown beats, by all means, please do it.
That's why we covered the final countdown.
Yes.
No, that's not.
And there's your answer. Thank you,
It's
Alaska.
also on pure moods. So when you're in the mood to fucking
We're leaving together.
oh, I gotta piss so bad. I don't want to go. This is so good.
Music to fuck your boyfriend in the ass by.
Oh, Jesus
Is
Christ.
That's actually the next album.
I was going to say.
I ain't gotta punch you right in the twat. We already talked about you.
You're the
Actually.
one with the
All right.
tail.
Speaking of the next album, Matt, didn't you want to talk about that? Go ahead.
Yeah, there's
It's like Chris Cross.
well, the original Breakdown album, the one that just came out last year, What Tomorrow Will Bring, is our album. You can actually purchase it at Newbury Comics.
Really?
You can buy it from our MySpace, myspace.com/breakdownh. It's called What Tomorrow Will Bring. The next album, I've been working on for about 2 years. It took me 4 years to record this album, as it was my solo project. You know, obviously I had people help me out with it. I had some group vocals. Had Keith help me out with it. A lot of it as far as the
was in that
mixing
CD too.
process. Yes, yeah, he did do some
Group vocals.
Zach did some group
Was he hammered
vocals
in
for
there
me.
too, or?
Yeah.
Pretty hammered to sing that crap. Sorry, buddy.
But the
Oh, my God.
When everybody should hear it.
Yeah, listen to it. Listen to our shit.
the next album is gonna be a little bit different, like any album, like anything. Everything changes over time.
Matt's growing as a band.
Like Mastodon.
Matt's finally growing facial hair. It's
crazy.
It is.
It's like a 23-year-old
This
girl with facial
this goatee has taken me 5 months to grow.
Wow.
Yeah, his
It's,
birthday, we had a mustache party, and he shaved all his shit. As we
Yeah,
shaved
and I
ours.
had a fake mustache. It was pretty
Really?
great.
Dude, I grow a spick stash faster than you could grow anything.
All right, but really, the upcoming
Seriously,
album,
folks.
the upcoming album, like anything, any album changes over time. Any album sounds different than the other
Yeah.
one from the same band. You could say the same thing about anything.
You don't want to make the same album twice.
It'd be good to keep the same
it's a lot
aspects,
easier.
but at the same time, anybody that had the same album, it would just sound repetitive. No one would want to buy it. You could say same thing about video game systems. Nintendo meets Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
I mean, given that was a great period of time, 20 years or so, 25-year difference.
No,
But at the same time, they're completely different.
But they have the same feel.
Like your
Kinda.
mother.
Sorta. I mean, there is a lot of different aspects of each system, but at the same time, they're good in their own way. You know what I mean? No one wants to make another Nintendo because no one would buy that shit.
Right.
Who
right.
wants 8-bit graphics?
I do.
It sucks.
Zelda
It's
fans.
good in
My
its own
cell
way
phone
just
does.
because it's retro and it's cool. But if someone actually made retro games like that, no one would ever play them.
Yeah.
So it's
Mega Man 9. Fuck you.
Zelda's better than Mega Man ever will be. Go fuck yourself.
I don't know, Mega Man kicks ass.
Mega
Man
Yeah.
9 for the
Why
fucking...
don't you go listen to Europe, play Mega Man,
I
and
played
then
Mega
come back
Man
to
once
me and
for
see what you
24
think.
hours straight. Good job. I'm proud of you. I would
didn't even
clap, but
notice
I've got
it.
too much shit in my
The
hands.
first
I ever played like that where I didn't even notice the time going by.
Yeah, you know that's a great.
Until I hit the dragon, and I had to piss. And I realized, like you, I didn't want to go take a piss.
But you just
Oh, man, I played every Zelda game there is, and I love it.
Yeah, like when you're hungry, be like, fuck that. I gotta fucking shoot this bitch.
Yeah.
I need the
Kinda
fucking scissor attack. Fuck you. I'm not
That's
gonna
right.
piss.
You feel like Nikki Six
That's why we
does
so
to
down.
heroin.
That's why I usually have
burritos
to
should
get
microwave
involved in my work.
themselves.
All right, so you guys play video games, right?
Yeah. Hello. What's wrong with you guy?
What's your favorite game? You guys ever
Hello,
play?
if you haven't noticed.
Well,
Favorite game?
no,
Smash
no.
Brothers. Smash Brothers is my fucking favorite game.
That's that Mario Brothers and the...
Yeah, and fucking
Yeah,
like
it's
everyone on
amazing
Nintendo.
game.
My kid
Yeah.
loves that game too.
I'm way too
Yeah,
fucking
my
good
kid
at that
loves
game.
it too.
He's 12.
Yeah, I play Guitar Hero a lot because I play bass, so it's like the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
I can relate.
And for all you
Four
people
buttons,
out
four
there,
string.
guitar is fucking gay if you're a real guitarist.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
and, then,
our,
and then when they make all the different variations of it, Rock Band, Aerosmith, I hope you guys fucking die.
Guitar
I
Hero
hope
and
Aerosmith
Aerosmith, get your shit
fucking
together.
dies.
Why don't you guys play that shit in the shower and kill yourselves really?
I think Guitar Hero should open up for Aerosmith.
That'd be a good product.
Holy
I think
shit.
we should open up for Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Good
we'll
triple
Aerosmith
bill
at
right there.
headline
When they
too.
show that little
Yeah, if
Asian kid
anybody
on the
books for
podcast,
Aerosmith,
ching.
please let us know. Breakdownsucks@yahoo.com. My email address. Let us know. We will open up for Aerosmith.
We would love to
Yes.
open up for Aerosmith, and
We
then after
also
we
don't
kill
like
them, we
Aerosmith.
don't have a problem
Yeah,
headlining the
open
show.
their skulls
We
up
have
with a fucking
absolutely
claw.
no problem with headlining an Aerosmith show.
If
Yes,
their bus
absolutely no
happens to
problem.
drive off the road,
We
you know,
didn't have anything to
whatever.
do with the tax strip in the road.
Their
You're not
plane
like
crashes
Aerosmith.
into a mountain, whatever, you know.
Aerosmith's cool, then
We'll
you're
do it.
These things happen.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Aerosmith in Europe, you're gonna compare the two?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, they're both bad.
All right, can we get back to the album?
Yeah, absolutely. You want?
Yeah, there was a couple things I wanted to say. The new upcoming album. It was like the Breakdown album. It was my first album by myself. Kind of figure out what I wanted to do. Some of it was right on the spot in the studio. When you're writing stuff in the studio, like especially on the spot, there's only so much you can do. 4 years, you write one song, you do it so many times that over time you're in the studio and it completely changes.
Yeah.
It's not like it's for the bad. Sometimes it's really good and it's especially what you want, but sometimes there's little things you want to work out. As far as this album, I'm trying to vocally get a certain way that I want to. Trying to touch different parts of music that I've never really touched before.
Or
I mean,
of other people's girlfriends.
Like polka. We're going for polka in this next
in
album.
the studio, obviously, trying to poke other people's girlfriends while I'm singing. That's
Yeah, yeah.
isn't that the best part of
You need to do
Of course, yeah.
recording? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need to just go outside.
No, but this next album, it's gonna go off in a different direction. I mean, not necessarily for the bad whatsoever. It's just
Quick, let's talk about it.
it is gonna be really heavy as shit. a little bit more chaotic in parts. This is going to be my concept album. It's going to be a 50-minute song, basically. It's going to be different tracks.
Yeah.
But one 50-minute song that kind of plays together kind of a story. It kind of gets in your mind. You hear really offensive shit that you're really pissed off about.
Yeah.
Like, even people be really offended by what I say. But I could say, like, let's say some guy rapes a girl or something, and I'm talking from the perspective of a guy that's raped a girl. It sounds like I'm saying it. People are going to be really pissed off.
Right.
But then, again, I could just be saying, speaking from his perspective and how all that shit really sucks.
Right.
You know how horrible that is. You
Right.
know, there's not in just for shock value, but I'm gonna paint a story in people's heads that they're not gonna forget.
Yeah.
Sounds operatic.
Dream Theater meets Anal Cunt. Right there.
Sounds like a diamond.
Sort of to an extent
Yeah.
with brutal breakdowns. It's kind of, yes, exactly. It's I'm definitely not as technical as that, and hopefully you guys will be helping me out with that CD too.
I've been playing for 10 years. I'm the best bassist in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Show some brain cells
That's
along the
amazing.
way. Have a good time.
But like I said, this is going to be something that definitely sticks with people for a long time. I want to put something out there that somebody hasn't heard before.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I really despise, is something that people... a lot of music that's coming out nowadays all sounds the same. I hate
Right,
that
right.
shit.
None of this pop shit on the radio.
Not even just pop shit.
No,
Metal
that
sounds the
bullshit.
same nowadays.
Right.
That shit
Yeah.
pisses me off.
Yeah, I was like
Metal.
13 the last time I found a band on the radio that I liked.
Even some
On
of my
the radio?
favorite bands, they sounds like they're all sounded the same.
Waiting
Yeah.
for it to go.
They're taking
Hang on.
the same style of music as people they love, but it's often in another direction. They're kind of aborted fetuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throwing that on an album, it's like it's collaborations of different styles, and it blows. I like really sticking to the roots. But listen to a lot of the music that really influenced me
Mastodon.
recently. No, Mastodon does not influence me by any means. I don't like choppy music. I mean, I'm in a bunch of different bands. We all do our own style. Breakdown is its own style. I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Cool.
Nobody else likes Mastodon.
I love Mastodon.
How
You're
could you
gay.
hate Mastodon? One of the most original bands next to Between the Bear and Me. Anybody who thinks otherwise can go fucking hang themselves.
We want to you want to play another track from the disc, and then after that we'll come back and wrap up and recap and
Yeah, play March of the Fire Ants.
march of the Fire.
Wrong disc.
Oh, why don't we do Kira Sucks?
Kira Sucks. All right.
This is a song that I made for a very good friend of mine. I asked her to come here with us during this interview. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. I don't know if she could even give a reason. She didn't really
Menstruating problems.
respond. But, this song is for her. It's called Kira Sucks.
All right, Kira Sucks from Breakdown NH.